And I'm back with Safwan Chowdhury. He is a national spokesperson for the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Canada. And we asked you to come in because we see the bloodshed. We don't know all the details yet. But the self-styled, or maybe not self-styled, he calls himself Muslim cleric. And then people say, well, I mean, if he's a cleric, how is he carrying around a shotgun and containing people? How did you react? How did you feel when you saw the news reports that this was a, quote, Muslim cleric?
Well, I mean, I think the reaction was immediately, I mean, actually, I got the reports before it was even clear who it was. We were already, very concerned and started praying. And obviously, as the news materialized that they had put up an Arabic flag, and now we're learning that it's a cleric. It is very disheartening. It's very antithetical to the teaching of Islam.
Is he a cleric? I mean, can anybody just, I mean, does he have, I mean, in Canada, for instance, if you had a mosque or if you had a church and you have a congregation, yeah, you're a cleric. I mean, it seems, I mean, do you think that he had a church?
You know, I think reports are still coming out. The situation is still very fluid. I can't, and I don't know much of this individual out in Australia, but growing up a Muslim here in Canada, in a mosque, having a very dear relationship with my cleric or the imam of the mosque, it is just shocking to even just conceive that an imam who's always directing you to be loyal to your country in the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, always directing you to be a member of the community and give back to the community, somebody with the same title in Australia is involved in a terror act.
Okay, so this is your opportunity to give a message to Canadians who are watching this morning, who rightfully are offended by what went on, and who say, like, why is this Muslim cleric? I mean, your reaction, is it just a one-off? I mean, the community doesn't support this.
Absolutely not. And I can say that, this is absolutely against the teaching of Islam, right? Islam teaches that killing one person is like killing all of humanity. And there's no compulsion in religion. And I don't think, whether it's Islam, I don't think any religion would condone this. As long as you believe in God and a God who's the creator of all, you cannot, these types of acts are obviously very, very disappointing. We absolutely condemn them. Recently we just saw the episode in Canada, so our community has taken a very head-on stand against this by starting our campaign called Stop the Crisis, which has opened up the dialogue with a lot of Canadians.
Does the Muslim community take upon itself to either decry or to diminish people within the community who become radicalized?
Well, I think there's a need for it. There's a need to raise our voice.
Yeah.
And there's a need to get out and connect, not just with Muslims, but even non-Muslims within Canada, to answer their questions. I encourage a lot of my friends, people that I work with who know I'm Muslim, to get to know their neighbors, their friends, people they go to school with. And anybody who has even one Muslim friend usually says, this is not like the friends that I have.
Safwan, good to get to know you. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
And we'll keep this dialogue going.
My pleasure.